Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Lucky Life podcast, where we create our own luck and design the life of our dreams. I'm your host, Melissa Merck. Let's dive right into the episode. Hi, guys. Welcome back to the pod. I thought we'd just have a casual chit chat today. I'm going to give you some life updates, and I haven't really planned where this conversation is going to go. I feel like I've been talking a lot over on my YouTube and my TikTok. I am going to touch on some of the topics that I've been covering over there. First off, we are now into spring. Winter is over. I'm so happy about that. I really need to get my tires changed. I always forget to switch back my winters to my summers. Or all seasons or whatever they are. Just a friendly reminder to switch your tires if you haven't already. I'm pretty sure you can melt the winter tires if you leave them on too long. My birthday is coming up next month. I am an April Aries. I'm on April 14th. I have no idea what I'm going to do for my birthday. I'm thinking of maybe doing a casual dinner at a restaurant downtown somewhere. I don't know. I always feel like there's pressure to do something fun and exciting, like a trip or a big party, or even with dinner. It's do we go out after? I feel like I should do something. But yeah, it's what do you do for your birthday? I feel like your birthday is a bigger deal when you're younger. And then once you're past 30, what are we doing for our birthdays? A part of me almost feels like I don't need to celebrate. But at the same time, I think it's really important to celebrate the little things. My birthday has never really been a big deal to me, but I feel a lot of pressure around what to do. Also, thinking about the guest list is kind of a weird thing for me. I feel like my friendships have changed a bit over the past few years, and I'm close with a few people, but then once I branch out past that, it gets into a lot of different circles of people. So it's either I do something very small, or am I doing a big group situation where I kind of just invite everyone that I'm kind of friends with. I need to sort that out soon because I need to do a reservation or something. If you guys have birthday party ideas, let me know. But yeah, definitely leaning towards just doing a dinner or something. I'm already looking forward to summer. Summer's 3 months away now. Vancouver summers are elite. It is so beautiful here, and the entire energy of the city completely shifts. People actually spend time outdoors and do outdoor activities, sports, and hang out on patios. It's way more social. And I have a good feeling for the summer. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I recently got back into a more structured workout routine. My goal is to get super fit for summer. I know that sounds like kind of a vague goal, but I'm doing a series over on my YouTube channel where I'm documenting my experience and just talking about food and workouts and stuff. Sometimes I feel wary about talking about the subject because I know talking about body image, body transformations, I know it can be kind of triggering to some people. I would hope that my content does not promote anything unhealthy. I think I actually got a comment on one of my last videos. What did it say? I'll read it. And to be honest, I was expecting to get comments like this because again, it's kind of a touchy subject. So the comment was, you want to transform your body, but in another segment you say you are fine with your body. Just be transparent. I replied and I said, being fine with my current body doesn't mean I can't improve. And that's my whole thing. I talk about this in the video. I'm completely fine with the way that my body is. I'm healthy. I don't hate the way I look by any means. But at the same time, I would like to improve. I would like to be stronger, look more fit, a bit more just toned and lean. I like that look aesthetically, and I know I can achieve that body while being healthy. And I also think that right now I haven't been super active, and I've been skipping the gym. I sit around, I literally will sit on my couch for the majority of the day. And so I'm basically implementing healthier routines into my lifestyle, and by doing that, I think I will achieve a more optimal physique, in my opinion. I hope this makes sense. So I kind of just wanted to run through what I am doing to try to achieve my goal. I'm being more dedicated to my workout routine. I'm working out 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, 2 upper body days, 2 lower body days, 1 day that's more cardio focused, but I'm also doing a bit of cardio on each day. I personally like steady state, so I just do walking, usually on an incline. I also do 5 minutes of abs at the end of every gym session, and I personally notice a huge difference when I do that. Just way more definition in my abs when I am working out consistently and doing my ab routine. So that's the gym schedule. And then on the weekends, I am aiming for 10,000 steps a day. And I'm kind of trying to do more walking throughout the week as well. I'm using my Aura to help me track this. It's not very good at tracking activity. So like when I go to the gym, it tracks me walking on the treadmill, but as soon as I move into weightlifting, it stops tracking, which is really weird. So I feel like the calorie counter, it gives you an activity goal for the day, and it's basically like how many calories you're burning. It just like, it doesn't add up to me. I think it's basically only tracking calorie burns from walking. My goal is to hit my activity goal on here every day, which is just, it's motivating me to walk more. And I think the activity goal equates to around 10,000 steps. Yeah, working out 5 days a week, 10,000 steps a day. I feel like walking is one of the most effective things you can do. Like if you're already going to the gym, just go for more walks. I always notice a big difference when I increase my walking. I'm cooking most of my meals at home, which that's kind of what I've already been doing. I haven't really dialed in my nutrition yet. That's something that I'll work on, but I'm already eating pretty good. I'm trying to eat more consistently, which is really good for balancing your blood sugar levels, which is something that I'm really focused on. So yeah, eating 3 balanced meals a day and not going for more than 4 to 5 hours between eating. I still have been snacking a bit on like sugary things, but I've gotten into the habit of having cookies for breakfast, and then I'll have like 2 desserts. So I think I'm going to cut back a little bit on that, but I don't need to make huge differences in my diet. And then I'm also trying to drink more water. I drink so much water in the summer because obviously you're hot and getting dehydrated, but in the winter, I just never really think about drinking water. I'm still drinking other liquids, but I'm just trying to be more mindful about drinking water. That's pretty much it. I'm definitely trying to push myself a little bit harder in the gym and just implementing a little bit more cardio. So that's basically the plan. If you guys want to follow along, I am doing vlogs, so you can check out my YouTube channel for that. I've also been talking a lot about my dating life, like totally unintentionally. I've been giving little snippets of things that have been happening in my vlogs. I'm starting to make some TikToks, which I'm kind of scared about posting because I hate talking about other people online, but I did have a little run-in at the grocery store the other day. I'm sorry if this is a repeat story because I've literally talked about this on YouTube and TikTok, but I've always thought it would be so nice to meet someone at a grocery store. It just feels so wholesome. And so the other day I saw a hot guy in the grocery store, and then after I realized we had actually matched on an app and we had exchanged messages. So I sent him a message like years later and he confirmed that it was him. But I mentioned the situation in my last vlog, and all the comments right now are people saying like, meet up with grocery store guy. And the only thing is, okay, this is going to bring me into another little topic, but when I talk about situations like this online, I am giving very little detail because I feel like I'm on FaceTime with a friend, but then the guy I'm talking about is also on the call. There's always a chance that he's going to see it. And just from my own personal experience, every single time I've talked about a guy online, he's seen it. So I always just assume, and that's why I don't give a ton of detail. There's always things I'm keeping to myself, and they're usually the more negative things because I don't want to be talking bad about someone online and then they see it. Yeah, it's just like, it's kind of hard to explain like my thought process. I also had another comment on this video and someone was saying, like, you just got to go on these dates. You got to stop talking yourself out of these dates, give people a chance. I understand where this comment is coming from. And honestly, people in my personal life say this to me as well. I know you can't fully judge someone based on their profile and their photos, but I do think you can tell so much from that. And I think people tell you who they are pretty quickly. Between their profile and the first few messages you send, you can get a vibe. I feel like I'm really good at reading people. My first impression is almost always right. I don't always listen to it. And so there's been a lot of times where I've given people a chance, and then at the end of the situation, I'm like, why did I even bother? Like, I knew this from the start. And I don't regret any of those situations because I do think everything happens for a reason. And a lot of times people come into your life for lessons. With a lot of the guys that have asked me out recently, just like based off of what I know, I already know we wouldn't click, or like it wouldn't go anywhere, or like the vibe would not be right. And so that's kind of how I feel about these last few guys. I did go on a date, only one so far this year. The dynamic between us was not the dynamic that I'm looking for. That's like the best way I can describe it. Like, there's nothing wrong with this person, but I know the type of person that I want to be with, and you can tell pretty quickly if this person's going to be like that or not. I do think you need to give people some slack in the beginning because I think some people are nervous. And like, I know that if I go on a date with someone that I'm interested in, I am not showing up as my best self. I'm like borderline shitting my pants. And like, I am not on my A game. My banter's not there. I'm like nervous, probably not giving off the best energy. I can be funny and I can be confident, but I'm not being this person right now. And I think I always assume that the guys are going to be more confident going into dates, but I think we feel the same way in that regard. I think both girls and guys can get nervous for dates. I do go into situations with that in mind, but at the same time, like, you can still get a sense of like what these people are like in the beginning. I posted a TikTok today and I was just talking about a story. This happened like years ago, but really brief recap. You can watch the TikTok if you want. I met this guy in Toronto, like, I want to say like 7-8 years ago. Probably like 8 years ago, to be honest. We spent a decent amount of time together. We exchanged phone numbers, didn't keep in contact though. But a year later, he slid into my DMs, totally forgot that we ever met, like didn't know who I was. And then several years later again, matched on an app, messaged me, didn't remember me again. At this point, I'm offended, not interested. The reason I posted that video is because he showed up on my For You page the other day, and there's just rumors that he's dating this pretty well-known influencer. That just triggered my memory of this story. But then I posted this TikTok and one of my friends messages me and she's like, "Oh my gosh, are you talking about this person?" And she guessed who I was talking about. I'm like, how did you put two and two together based off my story that you knew who that was? But turns out he's been talking to her and like trying to meet up with her. And to be fair, like this guy's single. Unless he is really dating, oh my gosh, I was going to say the name. I'm not name dropping. Unless he is actually dating this person, which I really don't think he is because he's still updating his dating profile and like saying he's traveling and stuff. So if he's single, totally fair game. Like he can be doing whatever he wants, talking to all the girls. But both my friend and the girl that's been talking about him online, they both say like he kind of gives like golden retriever, like nice guy energy. And he does. But I feel like he probably gets away with everything because he comes off as innocent. And I think he's probably secretly more of a player than people would assume. But anyways, I just thought that was funny. I'm going to be posting another TikTok as well, talking about another failed dating experience I had back in the day. I haven't really had anything crazy happen lately, mostly because I haven't really been going out much. I do want to go on more dates this year. I also think like with summer coming up, with the city being more social, I think I will. I'll get out there, but it's been kind of bleak lately. Haven't been stoked about the options. I feel like I bring up my dating struggles a lot, and I don't want it to come off as complaining. I only share these stories because I think that they can be relatable and entertaining, and it's just what's going on in my life currently, or like past stories. It's just things that have happened. But like, I don't hate being single. Being single is great. I don't want to be single for forever, but I would way rather be single than be in a bad relationship or with the wrong person. So yeah, like I'm very open to dating, but I'm not going to force myself to go on dates with people that I really don't think I'm going to be interested in. I've also been considering moving. I've already talked about this a bunch, but the main reason I'm not moving is just financial, to be honest. The rental market in Vancouver is crazy, or like the rental and housing market. I could not afford to buy something downtown, but the rental prices in Vancouver are also crazy. But with my mortgage rate renewing, and it's quite a bit higher, like it's not even cheap for me to live here anymore either. It's like the price difference between me living here and being downtown is like not, like the gap isn't that big anymore. I'm also wanting to do like a whole bunch of home improvements now. I'm thinking about painting my bathroom. I also want to do wallpaper in there. I was thinking about doing a built-in like wardrobe situation in my front room, but those are things that I would have to leave behind, and they don't necessarily increase the value of my condo. And so I don't feel like those are things I should do right now if I'm going to potentially move. I might still paint the bathroom. That's not like a huge thing. It's a small room. So maybe we'll do that. I'm going to start a little apartment series on my YouTube channel because I have ordered a couple new furniture pieces. I'm going to be doing a little update in my living room. I'm redoing my front room as well. I might do a little bedding refresh for spring. That could be fun. I think that's an easy way to spruce up your bedroom without having to do anything big. You can really change the look of your bedroom by getting different bedding. Yeah, we'll be doing a little condo refresh, and I think that will be a fun project. I think that's pretty much all the updates I have for you. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode. If you guys have been liking the podcast, I would love for you to leave a rating or a review, whatever you feel like it deserves. I think that really helps like push the podcast out to more people. I will be back next week with a new episode. So until then, have a great week. Bye.